Chapter 6. More on HTML. Learning outcomes. At the end of this chapter, students will be able to construct table using table tag and its attributes. Make ordered and unordered list in HTML. Use anchor tags to create links. Warm up. Create a web page using HTML to give description about endangered species. Teacher's note. Take students to the computer lab and guide them to make the above website using the instructions given. Hello friends, let's learn to create tables and lists in HTML. Use the table tag to include a table on your website. As we all are aware, a table is divided into rows and columns. The tr tag in HTML can be used to construct a table's row. Data values are stored in table cells. A table cells are created using the td tag. Do you know the first version of HTML was written by Tim Berners-Lee in 1993. Now let's quickly create a table with the table tag and fill it with row and data with the tr and td tags. The code for creating the HTML table is shown in the figure. Attributes and the table tag. A set of table attributes that can be utilized to improve a table's appearance is shown in the following table. Let me answer. What do you mean by attributes? Attributes of table tag: border, height and width attribute, color padding, call span, row span. Border attribute. A border can be specified using the table tag border attribute. A number is required for the border attribute. The border attribute is used in the following code. Height and width attribute. Using the width and height attributes, we can define the width and height of an HTML table. The values of width and height attributes can be specified in pixels or percentages. Cell padding. Sometimes we wish to position the cell data such that it is farther from the cell borders for better clarity. This improves the readability of the table's content. Cell padding is the appropriate attribute if you want to modify where cell data is placed in relation to the borders of the cell. Let's quickly review how cell padding in HTML functions. Let me answer. Do you like the text in the cell far from the border or near to it? HTML code without cell padding. Call span. The call span attribute can be used to make a cell span multiple columns. Depending on the value of the call span attribute, it will divide a single cell or row into several columns. Let's see the example that spans 2 columns. Row span. The row span attribute will create many rows within a cell. Row span values will determine the number of divided rows. Let's see the example that span 2 rows. Th tag. For an HTML table, a cell header is defined using the th tag. The cell header is boldly displayed and typically centered. Caption tag. A table's caption can be specified using the caption tag. A table's caption aids in better understanding of the table and clarifies the data it contains for the users. Remember it, HTML is also called a tag-based language. List in HTML. The list may take various forms and sizes. Some are organized while others are not. Making lists might help us remember many topics that interest us. Using HTML tag, we can make several lists in various orders. Types of list in HTML. In HTML, there are 3 distinct list kinds: unordered list, employ bullet points, while ordered list, the second kind of list, mark each item with a number or letter. The description list, the third list, is used to help break down information into its pieces. Ordered list, all of the list items are by default designated with numbers in ordered HTML list. It is also referred to as numbered list. The OL tag denotes an ordered list and the LE tag denotes the list item. Type attribute. You can order your list using numbers, uppercase letter and lowercase letter. Use the type attribute to add numbers and letter to the ordered list. Syntax: OL type is equal to number/letter. HTML unordered list: this list item in an unordered list do not follow any particular order or sequence. With the help of the HTML UL tag, this list was made. A bullet denotes each item in the list. Type in unordered list. You can add a sequence to your ordered list using the following type of bullet shown in the table. Value, description, disk. Set the list item marked to a bullet default. Circle, sets the list item marked to a circle. Square, set the list item's marker to a square. None, the list item will not be marked. The following code make us of the type attribute with the value square. Creating a description list. The list given below is the description list. Ball, a round object that you hit, kick, throw, etc. Cricket, a game that is played with a bat and ball on a large area of grass by two teams of 11 players. We create a description list with DL tag. Then use the DT tag to define the item name, and then DD tag is used to describe it. HTML links, hyperlinks. There are links on almost every web page. Links enable visitors to navigate between pages by clicking. Hyperlinks are the term of HTML links. You can access another page by clicking on a link. The mouse arrow will change into a hand-like icon. You can move the mouse pointer over a link. The HTML tag defines a hyperlink. Frames in HTML. To understand the concept of the frame, we must first understand the concept of container and component. A chocolate box is a container and the small piece of chocolates are its component. We can edit or change the container's components, chocolates, and we can also change them according to our needs and requirements. In HTML, we can add a web page with another web page. The HTML iframe tag is used to display a web page within a web page. You can define an inline frame with HTML tag iframe. The iframe tag defines a rectangular region with the document in which the browser can display a separate document, including scroll bars and borders. Let's now learn to use iframe tag with an example. We need at least two web pages to make iframe work. Write the following code in the code windows for the first page. Now let's add page 2 that has a list different electrical vehicle page 1 using iframe tag. Let's walk through the code. Line 12. In the electric cars HTML page, observe that the iframe tag is used with 3 attributes. The src attribute hold the target page cars_list HTML that will be displayed as a component inline page in the electric_cars.html. The height and width attributes are used to specify the height and width of the inline frame. Kids IQ. Find out, can we use Roman numbers in ordered list? Let's recall. The tr tag in HTML can use to construct a tables row. The values of width and height attributes can be specified in pixels or percentages. The cell header is boldly displayed and typically centered. All of the list items are by default designated with numbers in ordered HTML list. The HTML tag defines a hyperlink. Upskill your intelligence. A. Fill in the blanks. 1. Dash tag in HTML can be used to construct a tables row. Answer: TR. 2. Data values are stored in dash cells. Answer: table. 3. A dash is required for the border attribute. Answer: number. 4. The values of width and height can be specified into dash. Answer: pixel. 5. Dash attribute can be used to make a cell span multiple column. Answer: col span. 6. The cell header is boldly displayed and typically dash. Answer: centered. B. Answer in one word. 1. A tag is used to create a description list. Answer: DL tag. 2. Attribute used to set the border of a table. Answer: tables tag borders attribute. 3. A tag used to make rows in a table. Answer: TR tag. 4. The attribute which divides a cell into multiple rows. Answer: row span. 5. It allows user to click their way from page to page. Answer: link. C. Answer the following question. 1. Write the attributes of the table tag. Answer: attributes of table tag. 1. Border. 2. Height and width attribute. 3. Cell padding. 4. Call span. 5. Row span selector. 2. What is a border attribute? Answer: a border can be specified using the table tag border attribute. A number is required for the border attribute. 3. Explain cell padding. Answer: cell padding is the appropriate attribute if you want to modify where cell data is placed in relation to the borders of the cell. Sometimes we wish to position the cell data that it is farther from the cell borders for better clarity. This improves the readability of the table's content. 4. What is the use of TH tag? Answer: the function of TH tag is to define a cell header for an HTML table. The cell header is boldly displayed and typically centered. 5. State the difference between TR tag and TD tag. Answer: both TR tag and TD tag are different from each other. The TR tag in HTML can be used to construct a table's row, while a table cell are created using the TD tag. Critical thinking. Guess who I am. 1. I divide a single or row into several columns. 2. It aids in better understanding of the table and classifies the data it contains for the users. Answer: ask students to do it by themselves. Team work. Pair up with your partner, create a web page that displays your examination schedule. Save the file with the name my_datasheet.html. Answer: students by do it themselves.